Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey. Somebody let me know if y'all can hear me. I don't know how to work this stream, y'all, and all that stuff no more, y'all. So I'm finna see if I got this thing in a bag or not. I don't even know if the damn thing still works, child. I ain't been on here in so long. Well, I wanted to come and talk to y'all for a couple moments, just a few minutes, and get some updates and let y'all know what's been happening, y'all, to me. Hey, in the safe zone. Hey, girl. Hey. I really hate this stream yard. I don't like how it look with the comments. Hold on, because I'm eating some flour, please, y'all. Up this morning working. I made it in late last night from taking my baby to school, y'all. I got to tell y'all about that. I really just handed my baby over to these folks, y'all. I am not okay. Do y'all understand me? I'm not okay. In the safe zone is in the building. Hey, girl. Hey, love breezy. Hey, Candace. Hey, girl. Hey, Sylvia. Sylvia Pointer's in the building. Good morning, Candace. Good morning, girl. Yes, I hear y'all. Okay. My girl, Keisha B. Hey, Keisha B. Good morning. Good morning. Keisha B. Say, hey, hey, hey. Look who done popped up. Hey, girl. Hey, hey, chat. Hey, Keisha B. Good morning. Happy Saturday to y'all. Yeah, I was contemplating for a couple of days if I would come live or not. Because I had thought about just letting this channel just be, y'all. I am not interested for real in YouTube no more. Like at all. But I feel like y'all been on this journey with me with getting my baby through her up new recruiting and transferring out process and all that. And with my niece, and I thought it was only right for me to just come and give y'all some updates and let y'all know how everything has been going with everything and everybody. And even this process, y'all, with this college and oh my God, y'all, just this whole process. One thing I'm gonna say though, God is so good, and I'm so thankful to God for everything that He has bestowed upon me and my children's life, my family, just period. Even this process and everything with my child and giving her everything that her heart desires. With Kaya with this basketball stuff. So the first thing I'm gonna tell y'all is, unfortunately, I won't be saying where she goes to school just because of how these people act on this YouTube, and I will not allow people and their feelings for me to interfere with nothing that my baby got going on. No, none of my kids. There's nothing that any of my kids or anything got going on. Ain't finna be no calling. Ain't finna be no interfering. Although I really want a child to be able to see her play and stuff like that, but I just cannot do it on this YouTube because how people act. Sylvia said, "How is our baby girl doing?" Little Boss Bae. I know that's who you talking about because that's all y'all folks be want to know about is Boss Bae. Boss Bae is doing really good with her bad, mean, grown, but she's something else. This new generation kids, I'm trying to tell you, is something else. That baby never ceased to amaze me. Every time, y'all know I have her quite a bit. I try to spend as much time as I can with her. She don't live in the same state as me. So I've been, I'm really like a FaceTime grandma, and that shit don't sit right with me. So what I try to do is I try and get Boss Bay and keep her for like little 2 week spans here and there to spend time with her and be more hands on and to get him a break and stuff with her. So she was here for um we did Kaya going away party on the 27th of July. She was here for that, baby. She cut a new type of food too. But she was here for that, and she'll be here Tuesday. Monday. No, she'll be here Monday night. And when she come Monday night, I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep her at all or not, but she'll be here Monday night because her mom works from home, but she works here in Illinois, her actual office. So she has to come and work in the office Tuesday. So they'll make it here Monday night, and I'll keep her while she's at work and spend some time with her. Depending on how bad she cut up, will let me know if I'm gonna keep Rich Kid Ralph. What it do, boo? Hey, I ain't seen you in so long. Hey, Rich Kid Ralph. So depending on how she act when she come on Tuesday will determine if I keep her little butt or not. Because I got a lot going on with this back to school stuff with the other two and all that stuff. I'll be having time for Boss Bay. She cuts up, y'all. She really She cuss up and she mean what she say and she say what she mean too at her little bitty old age. Let me see what else about her. She's so freaking smart. She's spelling her name. She's counting. I think she's up to 15 with her count now. Y'all know she'll be 2 in October. She's up to 15 with her counting. She's doing her ABCs. One thing I'm gonna say is her parents are doing an absolutely amazing job with her. They're doing a great job with her, especially for them to be one, young parents, and two, for her not having the help and the support of her actual mom, and just watching her, watching my son, just watching them as parents, young parents with her. They are doing an amazing, amazing job with that little girl. Amazing job. She can talk to you. She'll comment, especially when she do something wrong. She knows she finna get in trouble, and she'll be like, "Good job, Amora." No, that ain't no damn good job. Sit your little bald head tail down somewhere for you get popped. Let me see. I'm gonna tell y'all one more little story about her. Then I'm gonna get into this whole experience with this college transition, y'all. So I had her for Kaya's going away party. Kaya wanted to see it because I don't know when the next time I'm gonna be able to see my TT baby. So please, can you get her? Please, can you get her? So Rosa Parks had her national tournament. Oh, she had her national tournament an hour away from where they live. So her mom met me and gave her to me. Get in the car, she go to the tournament with me, do all that. So the next day, I had my sister, y'all know my sister don't live too far from me. So I had my sister, I'm like, hey, I gotta do a lot of running around and stuff between the two girls, the basketball tournament and trying to get this stuff ready for Kaya's party. So can you keep the baby for me and I'll just pick her back up from you when I'm done? She like, okay, cool. So I got the baby, and this was my fault, y'all, but I couldn't do nothing but laugh. So I got the little baby together. We go out to the car, got her car seat in the car and all this. I unlock the car, get ready to put her in. It's summertime, y'all. I'm not used to no baby shit. I'm still trying to get back acclimated to having a little one around, hands on, and all that stuff. So I open up the car, put her in her car seat. I'm putting it in. This little baby gonna say, "Oh shit." I'm like, "What you say?" She like, "Oh shit." But it was so hot. So that's what she was talking about. Oh shit, it's too hot in this damn car seat. So I'm like, "Girl, you can't say it. You can't say that. That's a no-no." I'm like, "But I know it's hot. That's a no-no." She gonna look up at me and start smiling. Oh shit. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Where did this dang on baby come from? Where you come from, girl? But I should have warmed up that started up that doggone car. Used the starter and started it up before before putting her in there. Child, that baby said, "Oh shit." What? So that's it on little Boss Bae. Yeah, but she will be here Monday night and we gonna see how they go. Rich Kid Rap said, "You should come to the Taste of Bellwood today. I am not even finna lie to you and tell you I'm coming. Because I know I ain't coming, Rich Kid Rap. And I seen it, I seen that it was going on this weekend. Rosa Parks, and this is why I didn't stay longer when I was dropping Kaya. Rosa Parks has a basketball event today. It actually starts at 1 o'clock, but I ain't gonna go until about 3 because I'm working too. So I'm gonna go about 3 to her event. And then last year when I went to the little thing, girl, they had too much going on. So I ain't gonna fool with it. I can't fool with it. Um let me see. Sylvia said, "My little girl is a trip. She FaceTime me all day. I love her whole little life. I love my little poo poo life too, y'all. She's something else though. And she's just so like, she just everything. I couldn't imagine. Like, I still hate the being a grandma on the daddy side and all that crap. I hate that. I hate being a FaceTime grandma. I wish I was able to be more hands-on and just can go pick her up when I want to go pick her up and take her butt back home because when I do be getting her and keeping her for those extended little times, y'all, she gets on my nerves so bad at like that 4th day because I'm used to moving at my own pace. I'm used to you know, whatever I want to do when I want to do it, I can do it. Everybody else pretty much fend for themselves because they old enough to be doing their own thing. But when she here, I be here. Ma, come get your grandbaby. Auntie, come get your grandbaby. Stop him or I know him or I know. And then I hear her and let me go. Let me go. Ah, I said no. I said no. Like that's what I hear majority of the freaking time, baby. When I say she be giving them a run for their money, so it be harder now for me with everything I'm be doing, working, sewing, setting up shit. It be hard for me to do it all because they be throwing her little ass out in 5.2 seconds every freaking time. So I don't know. I'm gonna see how I feel if I'm gonna keep her or not. But she cuts up, y'all. She cuts up too bad, and she one of them kids that will like again. When I tried to grab her hand and walk her to the room with me, she, ah, let me go, let me go. I had to tap her little thighs and stuff, and I don't like having to tap her. Cause I don't do it effectively. I tap her little thighs or her little hand and then be like, "Oh, come here, it's okay, mama. I'm sorry. You can't do that, mama." So it's like it's not working because how I'ma coddle her but try to discipline her at the same time. So I gotta work on that on my end. And so that's that on that with little Boss Bae. So the next thing is, y'all know we left to take my little baby to school, child. Man, I don't know how y'all parents do it. I really, really don't know. And of course, this ain't Kaya's first rodeo. Y'all know she's a junior actually in college. She went away. She decided not to accept her offer when she was fresh out of high school to go away because she felt like she wasn't ready, that she wasn't responsible enough. And it was all her decisions and why she decided not to go away so far from home. So she decided to go only an hour away, and then she entered into her transfer out the transfer portal, all that stuff. She was being recruited, the whole process. Now her coach from her previous college had her do, like a goals chart and what's her expectations, where she want to go with basketball, or if not even basketball, just her college career period. And he had on his board her goal chart, and they were checking everything else as the years went on and where she was at with those goals. Everything that was on his chart, she checked off her box. Every goal that she set, every dream that she had going forward, she checked them all. So she has the exact school, well, one of her school choices, not her top, but one of her school choices. And her main thing was she wanted to go to a HBCU. Growing up, Kaya, well, all of my kids, I don't live in the city of Chicago. When I had children, I decided that, I wanted to give them a chance. I want to be able to know that they can go outside and play and don't have to worry about, fightings on the block or shootings and all this stuff living on the west side of Chicago. So I moved to the suburbs, and my kids have always been in, honestly, predominantly white schools. From grade school up high school, middle school is predominant, the suburbs we live in predominantly white. So she wanted to go to the HBCU. Okay, so she got into the school. We first of all, before we even leave, I had to pray. I had to get myself adjusted, like, God, just help me hold in any emotions, any tears, anything until I'm on my way home, because I don't want to take the experience from her. I don't want her to get sad because I'm sad, or none of these things, because I really was struggling with handing my baby off, and I can't get an hour away to go see her or go to all her games and doing all that. That was a struggle. That was one of my struggles that I just knew I was gonna face. Well, I was okay with her leaving and what have you. Baby, we started loading up that car. We started loading up that car, packing her stuff in, because she also took her car. So it was me, her, her dad, and Rosa Parks. I wasn't gonna take Rosa Parks, but my daughter Kaya wanted her to go. and just for her to experience it and see everything or whatever. So and her dad drove her car because she was scared to drive her car so far or whatever. So her dad drove her car. We loading up the car, baby, and then waterworks started, y'all. But not from me. It was from Kaya. The waterworks started. I'm like, Kaya, what's wrong? Because she had been so strong up into that point. Like, yeah, I'll see y'all when I can. My schedule gonna be tight. I'm gonna try to fly home as soon as I can, or either y'all fly to see me or whatever. But I'm ready to do this thing. Like, she had really amped herself up. She was just so strong, and like it wasn't phasing her to leave. Baby, we start loading that car. That girl had a whole nervous breakdown. Do y'all hear me? She had a whole nervous breakdown. Keisha B said she has the only child syndrome. No, she got the I know I got them wrapped around my finger syndrome, girl. That's what she got. I see Boss Bae still bossing. Hey, Jackie. Hey, girl. Hey, happy Saturday. Boss Bae is cutting up, child. Let me see. Got her a swing set and had it installed in my yard. And man, I'm getting quite dark outside all this time, baby. Hey, Starburst, good morning. Say hey, Candace in chat. Hey, Keisha. Hey, 31 months. What? Thank you so much for your constant support. I absolutely appreciate 31 months you rocking with me, Keisha. Thank you so much for supporting me, little old me. I sure appreciate you. She said, hey, Candace in chat, have a nice day. You too, boo. Have a nice day. I hate how these comments look on this thing, y'all. So, anywho, the waterworks started. She just get to balling, y'all. Like, that type of crying, like, I don't think I could do this. I've been psyching myself up, but I don't think I could do this. I'm like, Kaya, are you serious? You gonna be fine, girl. You will be fine before you know it. It'll be basketball full-fledged season. You gonna get into a routine. You gonna be, girl, you gonna be fine. Everybody go through it, just the jitters of the being away from home for the very first time, but you'll be okay. She like, no, I won't be. I can't do this. I'm gonna have to call the coach and let the coach know I changed my mind. I'm not ready. She can get somebody else my slot and all this. So I'm like, what? No, girl. I'm laughing too because I'm like, no, you just playing. This is not. No, no, you're going. It's going to be okay. Like I said, this is everything you asked for. Your dreams have come true. Everything is okay. Can y'all still hear me? Dang, I can't see nothing. I hope y'all can still hear me. That darn Kaya just called and knocked my live off. Okay, I see the bubble moving, so I'm assuming y'all can still hear me. All right, I see your comment now. Yes, okay. Kaya called, but I'm not even finna answer her right now. I'm not finna even call her back no time soon. I will get her a call in a little bit because she tripping, y'all. She is really tripping. So, anywho, the waterworks then started, y'all, before we can even get going. So we had a whole conversation with her. We did a little prayer, all that stuff. Lawanda, hey girl, hey, happy Saturday. Hey girl. We did the prayer, get in the car, get ready to hit this highway because we got a nice little drive to go. to get this girl what she needs to do on time, be on time. Now, one thing I can say in her favor, in this situation, on this trip, unfortunately, anything possible that could have went the fuck wrong, y'all. I promise y'all. Anything that you could imagine that could happen on a road trip to go wrong went wrong. So that did not help her in her anxiety about this whole situation or nothing that was going on. I'm pissed on the ride too, but I still gotta try to, as the mama, y'all know how we gotta do. We gotta stay strong. We gotta stay solid. We gotta keep a stone face, and we gotta make, keep assuring these kids and all this. So even though inside I'm so annoyed and fucking irritated, I had to keep a strong and solid face and everything for her. The first thing to go wrong. One of the things that helped her in making her final decision and going with the school that she decided to go to, one of the things was what was most important to her, she had to have her own room. She could not share a room with nobody. She needed to have her own room. They agreed, gave her like, hey, Kaya, this way you gonna be. And all athletes at this particular HBCU, all the athletes live in apartment style homes, apartment style dorms. So in her apartment is 3 rooms. They have a shared kitchen, shared living room, shared bathroom, and she, which is okay, but her actual room she wanted to have to herself. And like I said, they agreed. Remember, they recruited her. They gave her the scholarship and all that, and they asked her what all was needed to make her, come and show up and show out, basically. Well, hours before we are set to leave, the coach sends a message, and she include me and Kaya in the message, like, don't be mad at me, but you got a roommate now. I just found out that one of our um, foreign exchange students got her room an assignment, and they couldn't put her anywhere else. And so she has to room with you. So Kaya's like, what? No, 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 no. We agreed, like we had this whole conversation before I signed this contract, because this whole time she had been a verbal commit to them, but other schools had been pursuing her. She was still going on other college visits. She was still getting offers. She had D1 offers, everything, because the school she's in now is a D2. But she had D1 offers and everything. But her connection, she said, when she went on her visit, all the visits she went to, and what made her actually choose this particular school is all the visits she went to, this was the only school that checked off almost every box she had. And one of her main checkpoints was the spiritual connection and this the bonding of the team. So they're very spiritual based, like her coach, a lot of the players, like they pray before phone calls, they end their phone calls praying. Everything they do is about God is included. They make their decision, just everything, all the connections she felt with them based on the other schools that she visited. But her deal breaker was having her own room. So now again, like I said, she's been talking to the coach. We didn't have family Zoom meetings about expectations on the upcoming move-ins and da 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 da, all these things. The whole entire time since the end of June, she has been rooming by herself until hours before the visit. Hours before the visit. And she just officially signed her contract, like I think 2 or 3 days before she was officially set to move in. Because again, she didn't know if she was going to stay with them or take some of the other offers that had started coming in. So that's why she waited so long to sign the actual contract. Signs the contract now hours before we are set to travel to y'all and move her in. You tell her she has a roommate. So now she's like pissed off. She's like, I feel like they tricked me. I feel like she knew this whole time that I was gonna have a roommate, and now she waited until I can't do nothing about it to let me know. because now once since she signed the contract, like if she decides that no, I changed my mind, I don't want to come here and play for y'all, well, she gonna be penalized. She can't play nowhere for a year because she'll be breaking her contract, and due to the rules of the NCAA, whatever the heck it is, she can't. Nobody will be. She would never. She wouldn't be able to play basketball for an entire year. But she feel like they tricked her to get her to come there, and knowing that that was the only thing keeping her from committing, they agreed to tell her. They agreed and told her that she can have her own room. Okay, so that was the first major thing to happen. And I'm still trying to tell her, like, well, once we get there, the options that the coach did give us, that as far as the rooming is concerned, that we can talk to housing and try to see about the difference in cost to get her into a single room, basically, where she'll just have. I agree with her. That was game. Look at Love Breezy. So we can talk to housing, see if there was any way we can get her into a single room, and she'll just have shared shower or community shower, whatever they called it. But she'll have her own room. She won't be staying in the same dorms that the other basketball players are staying with, and whatever. So that's what we talked about. Now I was telling Kaya where I was coming from is I don't have to pay nothing. Well, let me take that back. As far as her scholarship that they gave her, and which everybody, her coaches, my uncle who's a coach, everybody was saying like they've never seen a HBCU offer this to nobody before. So I'm still trying to help her in all things that we do. We try to find the positive out of it. Don't just dwell into the negative. Let's still try to look at the positive into it. So with the offer that they made to her, everybody is saying they've never seen a HBCU do this, because HBCUs really don't have that type of money to offer those type of scholarships. They basically went all in on Kaya. That's how bad this school wanted her. They went all in on her. They get outside of her scholarship that they gave her, which was everything they could. I was expected to pay 15. I was expected to pay 1,500, and I think it was like 30 something dollars. That would have been the only amount that I needed to pay out of a 20. I think the tuition was like 24,000 and something. I would have had to pay 15, almost $1,600. So I was expecting to pay that when I got there. I had to make a partial payment before coming, and I was supposed to pay the remaining balance when I got there. I'm gonna still tell y'all everything that happened that leading up to that. But when I got there and I was getting after everything we went through trying to get through the whole process, get her key for her to move in, all this crap, the balance, when I got there, got ready to pay my balance, y'all, she ended up actually having a credit of 2,270 something dollars that they owe her back. So I didn't have to pay absolutely nothing, and she wind up with money back. So they found some more money from somewhere to give her that I had to pay nothing. And again, like I said, they refunding her. So that's the positive I'm trying to look at in this whole situation. Outside of that, even after we got her side of the apartment set up, her side of the room set up and everything, the day she moved in, her roommate wasn't there, which she would roommate with another player. Now her roommate wasn't there, so we did the best we could with setting up just her side of everything and not trying to take over so much from the other side, from the other player, leave her space, and then whatever. Kaya wanted to put a divider up with a curtain and everything, but then her dad was like, "Nah, I don't think you should do that because that's setting off negative vibes going into it. Wait till your roommate come, and then y'all decide if y'all should do a divider or not. You don't want them to feel like you isolating yourself already from them." So fast forward now, the roommate comes the very next day to get ready. She bringing her stuff in, and then she tell Kaya, because I'm in there talking to her, and she tell Kaya, she was like, well, I might not be moving in here after all. And Kaya like, what you mean? She was like, well, the coach just reached out to me and told me don't unpack, that I might be moving to another room. I'm probably finna have my own room and you finna have your own room. By the end of the day, the girl had then moved her stuff out of the room. So Kaya ended up again with her own room now. So that was another positive in the situation. Two things, those two things to happen. Okay, so now let's get back to the trip. Now, of course, with everything that she have, I can't take my regular, my little Tesla with me to take her to school. I got to take the SUV, the sports mom car. So we get everything well, before loading it up, I put the car in the shop just to get a make sure nothing is wrong. I got a nice current SUV. Put the car in the shop, get my oil changed, got a tune up, and I got my front brake pads done just to make sure there's nothing will be wrong with my truck on this long drive. Did the same thing with Kaya car. Put her car in the shop. Check y'all, make sure ain't nothing gonna be wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Nothing foreseeably wrong gonna be wrong with it because she taking this to school and I'm gonna be too far away from her. If something happened with her car, da 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 da. Got her car fixed. Everything is fine. On the road driving, y'all. Literally 30 miles out from the freaking school. And my truck stalls on the highway in midst of driving. Like my car stutters and shuts the fuck off. What Lil Breezy say? On room, extra money. That's good. That's what I'm saying. Look at the positive in that so far. That is great. Yeah, that is great. That's facts, Candace. Their funding has decreased for a lot of HBCUs. A lot. They do not have the money like these other universities have, and they can't really offer much to these students. But she got damn near everything that they had available. They put it all in to her. That's just how bad they wanted her. T Hall, hey girl, hey, is that a breach of contract on the school end? Not really, because in writing it don't say you will have your own room. It don't say that. And you know, these coaches and whatever, is it ethical or is it morally right? No, the fuck it's not. But you know, they gonna say and do any and everything they can to get what they want. Now I'm gonna say this though, just from the vibe and everything that I got from this coach and the coaching staff and just talking to them, just the reassurance from them, just a whole process in this whole recruiting thing, the constant communication, the hey Candace, I seen this may be good for Kaya. This hey Candace, did y'all know about this an option? Hey Candace, look, I was looking into these things. Like just the connection that I got from the coach, especially the head coach. I honestly, I truly feel like, I truly feel like she didn't do this intentionally. That's just my feelings on it. I don't think this happened intentionally. And even when I was talking to her about everything, and I'm telling her, like, you know, imagine how she feel this whole time, thinking, okay, I got my own room. She done been in school 2 years prior to this, and she did not have to share a freaking room. So of course, this is a huge blow. I gotta come in here sharing this room with somebody when I told them that that would be the only thing, because all these other offers, I had my own room for sure too. You know, whatever. Um, the coach was saying like, and this is why I believed her. The girl that she was set to share the room with is from Africa. I had a nice long conversation with this girl. She is a amazing young girl from Africa. Touch her story touched my heart. But the girl she's supposed to share the room with, the coach was saying that she became a RA. So initially, this girl should have had her own room anyway. Not only did she become an RA, she's also a senior, and seniors typically on the basketball team, un- regardless of who in the room, what's going on, they always have their own room. And again, she's an RA, but because she is not a US citizen, she can't get the funding and the scholarships like everybody else. So her only room and option was to share, because she couldn't afford and they couldn't give her no scholarship money, no anything for her rooming. And that's how she ended up last minute having to share, um go in the room with Kaya. But then again, look how it worked out. They knew this was such a big thing for her, and they still was able to find her another place to room, and she ended up with her own room too. So it ended up working out for her. But so now my car stalls on the damn highway, shuts off, won't start back up. 30 miles out, she got to be at this school for orientation in an hour. I know, an hour and 30 minutes. So now we pulled over to the freaking side. He's doing all this stuff under my hood, trying to figure out what's going on. So he thinking like maybe they something with the spark plugs, because they did do a tune up in the truck. So maybe that's what it is, whatever the case may be. End up leaving me on the side of the highway. Cause he even they're trying to jump the car. It won't even fucking jump. It wouldn't even jump. So now we're thinking maybe Kaya's battery in her car just wasn't strong or whatever enough to jump my truck. So he goes, finds a auto store, and gets one of the portable jumper things to jump the car. Car end up eventually starting up. So he's doing all this, looking at the fluids, doing everything on the truck. And when it shut off, before it shut off, of course, the check engine light had came on. So now, whatever happens, the car start, let it run for a little bit, and I'm like, all right, let me just try to, maybe it was just a temporary malfunction or something. I don't know. I don't shit about no car, but to put the gas in it, drive it, and go. I'll take it to the shop, get it fixed. I don't know about nothing pertaining to no fucking car. So we get back on the road and get going. Well, now when I'm driving and trying to get like, keep in mind again, we're on the freaking highway. So now I'm driving and I try to accelerate, try to get up to 50. It stutters like, and get the shaking and shit. Take my foot off the gas, try to do it again. It'll get up now over 60, and then it do it again. I'm like, I gotta get my baby to this fucking school, and I'll figure this shit out once I get her to this school. We have to get her there by 8 o'clock in the morning. So I just put on my hazard lights. He get behind me, and I just push it the rest of the way to her school. Get to the freaking school. She hadn't already swapped out her little clothes or whatever in the car while we're there. Get to the school, cut the car off, and then I'm like, oh shit, I probably should let the car run. Try to start the car back up, it won't come on no more. I'm like, forget it. We going to school, go through the orientation. It's a long process. I'm like, forget it. While she doing this, now let's try to run my car to the shop somewhere, AutoZone, so they could check the service, the check engine light that came on, tell us what it is or what's going on, whatever. Now keep in mind, I done went into orientation with her. Now I'm coming out of orientation because she got like another good 2 hours to go. So let's go and try to figure out what's going on with this car. Um, Car won't start up. Then like 5 minutes later, it just fucking starts up on its own. Like just starts up. All right, get to the place. There's no service lights on. There's nothing going on. I don't see anything wrong with it. It's not saying it's saying it. There's no sign. There's no codes. There's no nothing. They don't know what the fuck was going on. I'm like, well, why won't it start up? My car never had a problem starting up. I've never had this issue until literally just when it cut off on the freaking highway. Come to find out, I needed a new damn battery, y'all. For whatever reason, I needed a new battery. So that was that. Now, Kaya at this point, before going into orientation with the car stall and all this stuff going on, she's like, these are all signs that I shouldn't be going. These are signs. Look what happened with now I got a roommate. The car act like it wasn't gonna start no more when we just 30 miles out. Look at all y'all had to go through with trying to get us there, and you gotta drive with the hazard lights. This is all a sign. I said, but what the sign is, despite all of that, we still freaking made it. So that's a good sign, if you ask me. Even though in my mind, I'm with you when you're right, god damn it. Like, look at all this shit that's transpiring. But I'm the mom, so I gotta be, you know. Cool and cordial for her. Hey, Lisa Parker. Hey, girl. Hey, just coming in on the live. Thank you so much for coming in. I sure appreciate you, girl. We go through this whole, or she go through the whole the little orientation part. It's lunchtime or whatever. I done came back from the auto store and I done told her what they said. We good, Kaya. So it was nothing to really worry about. We straight. I'm gonna get the battery. I done checked into the hotel already. So your dad and them gone to the hotel. We good. Everything good. Okay, so we going through the orientation process. I mean, we going through lunch or whatever, and she's trying to be upbeat and just all this. Now you got to go through the stages on getting your key to actually move in. So we got to go through all these different stations and crap. One thing I'm gonna say is we need to do better as people. We need to do better. They process was absolutely fucking ridiculous. There's no way it should take that long to get nobody checked in and cleared to move into no damn dorm. There's no way. She was there from 8 o'clock in the morning. The time we finally got her key and got her able to move into her room, y'all, was almost 5 fucking o'clock p.m. Do you understand me? Granted, the orientation process was from at 8 a.m. up until 12 o'clock. So it took over 5 hours to get clearance to move into the freaking dorms. It was so unorganized from going to the different station, your documents, making sure everything in order. All of that was just, now everybody was nice as hell. No attitudes. You know how sometimes our people can be act like we on their dime and on their time and have the nastiest attitudes. I didn't experience that not one time. Everybody was so nice and welcoming and friendly and upbeat, but they process was utterly fucking ridiculous. It was so many times I wanted to just walk the hell out. Like, I'm not dealing with this shit. I'm not standing in these lines. I'm not doing this. But again, I gotta be cool for Kaya because she's already losing her mind and trying to find every excuse to get back in the car and go home. So get through the last stage. We talk to housing. We find out that unfortunately, if you want to do it, you can, but it's $6,000 a semester for the other housing that's available that as a player she can take because she still can't just get into any of the housings. As a player on this team, she only can get into one or certain housing options. But if you want this housing option, 6,000 and something per semester. Kai, I'm not fucking paying that. Not for no one for you to have your own. No, I'm not paying that. So we go through the whole back and forth, like, these people paying for, and I guess in the way she looked at it, like, were they paying for school? Why you can't pay for this? I just think that was it just didn't make sense to me to pay an extra $6,000 per semester. And y'all tell me if I'm wrong or not. Just made no sense to me to agree to pay $6,000 per semester for you just to be able to get into a room by yourself. That didn't make, and this is before she knew that this other person was gonna end up not have sharing a room with her. Y'all tell me, am I wrong for that? Cause she started the waterworks when I told her that. Well, I'm not paying no $6,000 no semester for that. I'm not doing that. T Hall said, "You ain't wrong." Thank you, T Hall. I knew I wasn't. I didn't give a damn what y'all said. I wasn't doing I wasn't doing that. But and she even to the point where like, "Ma, I'll take out a loan then." No, the fuck you not taking out no loan to pay no $6,000 for no room. No, you not, I wouldn't allow you to take out no damn loan. No. That's why all the school shit had been in my name previously, because I didn't want you taking out no student loans and all that other type of stuff. Like, no, no, ma'am, you're not gonna take out no loan. We're gonna pray and we're gonna give it to God, and it's gonna work out the way it's supposed to work out. So now she, of course, she frustrated or whatever, but she'll be okay. So now we go to now we done spent 45 minutes in housing trying to go just to verify and get through. Yeah, yeah, put just to go through housing and see what the options were for her. So the next stage, now you got to go through and get your clearance to and get your ID and all this other type of stuff so you can go ahead and move. Mind you, the cars are still loaded to the top with all their stuff. Just my truck in the parking lot. The other cars at the hotel just loaded to the top. So now we go to this next step, and oh, we can't clear her. The fuck you mean you can't clear her? What's going on? There's a discrepancy or something with the address on file and the address that's on the application or something. I'm like, huh? So we verify the address or whatever. She showed her ID. This is the only address, da 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 da. Oh, y'all have to go see financial aid now because it's still saying that there's an outstanding financial obligation. Well, why we got to go see financial aid and we're not even using financial aid? Like she's on scholarship, like, but I do have a balance make that I gotta pay. So is that what it is? This before I know that she don't have to pay a balance now. So I'm like, is it because of the balance? Because I made the first payment like they told me to. First payment had to be made before we move in, and I was supposed to settle the rest when we got here, and I'm ready to settle the rest of the payment. So she like, nah, it's just saying that she have an outstanding balance still on her account. I'm like, well, what is the balance? And the balance over $12,000. I'm like, huh? That don't even make sense. Like, whatever. So now I got to go down to financial aid. Go to financial aid, and I'm like, I don't understand why we got to go to financial, why we had to come here, but this is what they're saying. We're trying to get the clearance. Keep in mind again, in Kaya head, these are all signs why I shouldn't be here. So I'm going through with them and they're saying, well, yeah, it only shows a partial scholarship on her account. It's still saying that she's gonna have this outstanding balance. So you can either do the FAFSA or you can go ahead and set up a payment plan, but we have to have something before you get the clearance. So I'm like, nah, we're gonna have to get the coach in here because that's not, what we was told at all. I shouldn't have to do none of that. So they trying to figure it out. Then they see, oh yeah, she is. Oh, this is Kaya. She is on this. This the coach already told us, da 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 da. Well, now they didn't figure it out, but they can't figure out what to do on their end to get her the clearance. Look, T Hall said, I'm with Kaya on this at this point, baby. I'm telling you, took everything. Get me not to walk out, not to be snapping on these people and everything. But how could you even snap on them and they just so freaking nice and upbeat and just whatever? But I'm so frustrated as well. So now they trying to figure out how to push it through the system to get her this freaking clearance. So finally, after being in there and going through this for over an hour, everybody and their mama trying to figure it out. She didn't call the supervisor, all this bullshit. The coach happens to walk in. Like, what are y'all still doing here? I thought y'all was long gone and moved in by now. What y'all still doing here? I said, well, hell, you tell me, because I'm at this point, I'm ready to go the fuck back to Illinois. And she like, wait, what's going on? So she asking the other part, the people in the financial aid part of it, and they telling her, she like, oh no, they finna clear her. They gonna get her balance and I'll work all this stuff out. I mean, they gonna give her a clearance, give her key to move in, and I'll work all this stuff out on Monday. It should have been in here. It should have been updated. Da 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 da. So the lady in the financial aid part is she like, well, I can't give the okay to them to clear her because on my end, as long as it's saying this, she can't be cleared. So the coach like, come with me. So she take me and Kaya, walk us back to the other part, and she like, she cleared. She a full ride scholarship. The only balance she should have is such and so and so. The lady go back into the account. She pull it up. She like, well, actually, she don't have a balance at all. From what I'm seeing here, she got a credit. So now I'm like, a credit. Well, when we was just up here, y'all said it was this balance remaining. She only showed a part, all this going back and forth. They're like, no, she actually got a credit balance on the account. Who was working with y'all? Now she got a credit balance. Like, here's the clearance, here's the key. Go ahead and move. This is 5 freaking hours in at this point. of trying to get moved. 5 hours the fucking. So now again, y'all know Kaya already saying this shit ain't working. This is science. She's so spiritual and stuff. So this is God just saying, this Kaya, you ain't supposed to be here. This is not for you. You ain't supposed to be here. You selected the wrong school. You should have went with such and so and so. This is all the stuff she's saying and that's going through her head. Now get to her apartment in the hall that she's staying in, ready to finally move her in. I call her there like, hey, we got to go ahead. We ready. Come on, bring the stuff that you got. Go to the door and she can't fucking get in. She can't get in, y'all. The shit don't, the key, her key card don't work. Can't get in. So we hot as the fuck. Sweating, hungry, because I didn't eat nothing at the lunchtime thing. Hungry, hot, funky, sweating, ready to. And at this moment, I had been up since 5 a.m. the day prior for work and working. No sleep whatsoever. I even when I tried to take a nap before leaving, I'm scrolling on YouTube, TikTok, all that shit. I couldn't sleep. So I've literally had not 1 ounce of sleep at this point. Not even 30 minutes. Like I'm literally freaking running on fumes, y'all. So her keypad, her thing don't work. Call the coach. Hey, we still can't get in. It's not working. It's it's beeping, but the door is not unlocking. So we can't get in. So she like, give me a few minutes. I'm gonna run over there to y'all, see what's going on here. Don't worry, mom. We gonna get this squared away so you go get you some rest and da 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 da. Coach get there. She trying to shit. And just like we said, it's not working. We can't get in. After trying to figure out what was going on now, about 30 to 45 minutes at this point, somebody walks out of the unit, and that's how we were able to get in. The other girl said, yeah, they said they systems down, so the keypads ain't working and whatever. So y'all gonna have to keep something in the door so the door don't close. Cause once it closes until they update whatever's wrong in the system, you ain't gonna be able to get back in. So now, of course, Kaya, I'm still trying to be copacetic and cool because I gotta keep it up for her, stay amped up for her. So I'm like, see, Kaya, again, every time it works itself out. Small thing, nothing to worry about. Let's get moved. She like, Mom, I'm telling you, this just ain't. No, I think we don't need to unpack nothing. We need to just go back home. Like this ain't working. I don't think this is the place for me. It's just not, I'm not feeling it like how I was all amped up and she like just so many signs just saying that I'm not supposed to be here. Like I can't do this. So I have to give her whole little pep talk and everything. Like, God led you here. This was all on your list. You checked this stuff off in the box. This is everything you wanted. Look how everything ended up playing out. I'm thankful I ain't got to pay this extra money. That's money I can have in my pocket. We can use to get this or do this or, put in your account, whatever. Then look how, everything is just panning out, Kaya. It'll be okay. Everybody goes through these jitters the first time away from home. You've never been away from home before, longer than a couple of days. So, this is all to be expected. But, still a phone call away, a flight away, hell, still even a car ride away if we need to do it. But, whatever. So she just still, her spirits ain't right. She ain't upbeat. She ain't being Kaya. And I'm chalking it up to, again, the nerves of her just, this is something new. Anything new or unknown is unsettling because you don't know what to expect. You don't, and so I'm telling her all these things as we're moving the stuff in, trying to get her situated and set up so we can go now and do our Walmart run and get, whatever else needed, get some food, get all this other type of stuff. My poor baby, y'all, she's trying to psych herself up, but she's like, okay, it ain't that bad. Okay, even with sharing a room, this is again before now she knows that the roommate ain't gonna move in. She like, okay, it's not that bad. I still got all my own space, and I'm over here, she over there, and the apartment look nice, and it still ain't bad. Okay, it ain't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I'm finna just try to put all negative out my head and just enjoy the moment. I'm like, yeah, just enjoy the moment, girl. It's exciting. You get to do it. Da 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 da. Get to Walmart, do all the stuff that we need to do. By this time, we didn't send her daddy on about his way because you ain't doing no beginning on our goddamn nerve. Leave us alone. Let us do what we need to do. We didn't put a wallpaper in a room. We didn't did like when I'm telling y'all, I ain't had no sleep, y'all. So by the time I got done, I kept telling myself that even though I felt like I'm ready to, if I sit on this bed, it's a wrap. If I just sit in this chair, it's a wrap. I have to keep moving because I am mentally, physically drained. I am fucking drained and I'm tired. But because she's already having these negative thoughts and everything about it, I'm trying to push myself to help her complete this room. Even though in my mind it's like, nah, Candace, you go to that hotel and you get you some sleep and you come back tomorrow and set this up. But I wanted to immediately get her set up and comfortable to help her with any doubts that she was having. If she get in her little aura, get her little, this is my whole thought process on this. So I pushed myself. By the time we finished unpacking all of her stuff, getting something, well, going to Walmart, get something to eat, unpack her stuff, putting up wallpaper, sanitizing first, cleaning up, putting up the wallpaper, hanging up every stitch of clothes, putting everything in her drawers, setting up her desk, setting up her, just everything possible we did that night. We did everything that night. By the time I make it to the hotel, well, she ends up coming back with me to the hotel to take a shower because they was going to decide as a team how they wanted to do the bathroom and the kitchen and all that. And the rest of the team that was in the apartment with her wasn't there yet. The other ones wasn't coming in till the next day. So she like, I'm gonna just come back and take a shower at the hotel with y'all, and then I'll come back to the dorms. Mind y'all, I never went in my hotel room. Remember, I told y'all all I did was checked in and went back to the school. No, I checked in, went to the auto zone, then went back to the school. So mind y'all, I never been inside the hotel besides checking in. And thank God they let me do an early check-in. So I checked in the morning. I ain't been in this hotel not one time, y'all. Not one time. From the time I got there up until this moment right here. Go to the hotel. Keep in mind again, my little baby and her dad had been in and out, and that's a whole nother story. I know y'all wonder. We'll talk about that later. But her and her dad, my little one and her dad had been there. I just had not been there. So now it's probably about 9:30, 9:45 p.m. When I finally get to this hotel, so Kaya could take a shower. Once she take her shower, then I'll take mine, and then I'm gonna lay down and go to sleep. Get to the hotel. Kaya go in. I'm like, I'm finna run to the store real quick because I need something to drink and get the little Rosa Parks some snacks and stuff just in case that they ain't got nothing in the hotel. So I get her the my room key. She goes to the room key. I mean to the room. She's calling me while I'm at the store, and she like, I can't get in the room. So I'm like, well, ain't your dad there? Just tell him to open the door. She like, nah. He said he ran to the store, so nobody's in the room. Okay. Well, I'm only like 4 minutes away, so I'll be there. Just hold on. Well, she hadn't called her dad too. So he comes back and he like, I don't know how I missed her. I literally just went down. So I must have been going down on the elevator. She must have been coming up, and that's how we missed each other. He's trying to get in there with his key. He can't get in the room. So I'm like, go down to the front desk and just let them know the key ain't working so they can come, let y'all in and give y'all another key. Well, they go down there, they do that, they get the new keys, come back up, still can't get in the fucking room. I'm not making this stuff up, y'all. I promise y'all everything I'm telling y'all, and I might be forgetting some stuff, but everything that I'm telling y'all happened. So with the new keys, they can't get in the room. They done went back and forth down to the lobby like 3 different times, get new keys, and still can't get the fuck in the room. To the point where now I done made it back to the hotel. I done got my stuff and I done made it back to the hotel. So I get there and I go up to the floor, whatever, and I'm like, well, what happened? And they like, well, she gave us new keys. We still can't get in. The devil was busy. Man, breezy. So I go down there now. So I'm like, hey, the key's still not working. We can't get in the room. Whatever. She like, let me try this again. And she like, well, try it. She give me some more new keys. And she like, so this time when y'all try, hold the doorknob up and then put it in, do it at the same time, swipe it out, whatever. She said, but if it don't work, don't waste y'all time coming back down here. I know y'all are beat. She said, just call me. Call me from your cell phone and I'll send maintenance up. Get back upstairs. It still don't fucking work. So we gotta wait in the hall for her to call maintenance. Maintenance get there about 15 minutes later. Maintenance come. It's two of them. Really, really nice guys. Really nice guys. Maintenance get there. He got some tool. He said that don't worry, y'all. I'm gonna get y'all in the room. He like, matter of fact, I could just put y'all in another room and I'll work on this door later. So the kids there like, well, we got our stuff in there, so we gotta get in the room or whatever. So he like, okay, I thought y'all was just now checking in or whatever. I was just gonna put y'all in another room. So he used his little gadget. He like, well, don't worry about it. This thing overrides any locks or whatever, and we'll be able to get in there. I mean, we'll get you right in there. He put his little gadget thing to there. He do his little coding and all that. The shit still don't fucking work, y'all. The man say this has never happened before. He like, this overrides anything with these door locks. I've never seen it not unlock the door. So now tears just start streaming down Kaya's face. Cause mind y'all, she just here to take a shower and go back to her dorm. Tears just start flowing down her face. She like, Mom, I told you these are nothing but signs. I'm not supposed to be here. At this point, y'all, I'm defeated too. Cause now I don't know what else to say. I've ne- the things that are happening right now, Kaya, I can't even explain them to you. All I can say is it's a test, a God testing you, just to see, just how strong you gonna be, if you gonna fall. I'm trying. Literally, I'm just coming off the dome, trying to give her re-encouraging words and make sense of the whole situation that I don't fucking understand myself why all this shit is happening. Y'all, I took pictures and everything. And they end up giving, so this another blessing in disguise. My room each night was 234, I think it was. I end up getting my money back. So I didn't even have to pay for my hotel stay. That's the blessing. That was the positive to the negative. I end up getting my money back. But so how the maintenance man never seen nothing like this happen before. I'm gonna figure this out, y'all. I promise y'all. We gonna figure it out. We get y'all in another room, try to figure out how to get y'all stuff out of here, but it's gonna take some time. The man actually end up having to take apart the entire locking system, like undo it while we're right there, unscrew everything, decomputerize shit, the chips and all. He had to literally take the shit off the door to get us in the room so we can get our stuff. But we got in the room. Well, I tell y'all, I was so fucking defeated. I was so exhausted. I was so beat. I was so just everything. She get in the room. She like, well, ma, I know you tired. You haven't had no sleep. You could go ahead and do your shower or whatever. I'm like, nah, Kaya, go ahead. Take your shower. I gotta decompress real quick. You go and take your shower. I do, man. Once she done, I gotta get myself set up and all this stuff. But really, in my head, I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? Like, Lord, is these signs that she's making the wrong decision? Like, what is going on here? All right. So now she get her shower. We do a prayer, talk a little bit before she get ready to head back to her dorm. You too, rich kid, Ralph. Before she get ready to head to her dorm, and her dad comes back to give her keys to her car, because we drove her car too. So to get the keys to the car and all this stuff, so she could drive back to the room. And he was like, "Well, Kaya, something going on. Have you been having problems with your window?" And she like, "No." He like, "The passenger side window, I rolled it down, and now it won't go back up." Look, Keisha say, I'm defeated listening to all Keisha. I'm trying to tell you. So how do you stay positive and try to stay, keep her upbeat when you defeated your freaking self? You defeated yourself because everything, like I said, that could the things that people expect. Well, nah, that don't happen. Nah, we ain't. All that shit happened. Every freaking thing that we could think of to happen, freaking happened. Now her dang on window, he said, wouldn't go back up in her car. Kaya, just take my truck. I'll tell her, I said, Kaya, just take my truck. We'll figure out your window tomorrow. I need to get some sleep. We will figure your window out tomorrow. Find somewhere to go before I leave to get your window looked at. So I end up finally being able to shower, make sure she got back to her dorm, and get me some sleep, y'all. To wake up in the morning to try and tackle everything else that need. I would have a drink and a smoke. I was too tired. I don't smoke no weed, so I was too tired to even have a drink or anything. When I say my body was so tired and I hadn't been asleep at all, and I had just been going non freaking stop, not to mention the long drive. Now Kaya was supposed to drive halfway. I drive halfway, but because how she was having such a hard time before we left, I just did the entire drive, let her sleep and I just did the entire drive. So I'm exhausted. I'm fucking exhausted. My mind is on overload, all these things. So when I talked to her in the morning, um hey Kaya, good morning, I'm finna come head your way so we can do the parking stuff and get your parking pass and go have some breakfast and da 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 da. And she's like, I'm not staying here. Hey Tim, hey T Mag, hey, listen here, but busy, and all I can say is but God, nobody but God. She like, I'm not staying here, I'm leaving with y'all. I was up all night crying. She said, I can't eat. I couldn't sleep. I cried the entire night. She said, and I woke up and I tried, because every morning, I think I told y'all this before, and Kaya, in the morning before she gets out the bed, she say her prayer and she do Bible study before she do anything at all. She said, I did my Bible study. I cried the entire Bible study. I cried during my entire prayer. I couldn't sleep at all. I can't do this. I'm not staying here. I'm like, Kaya, it's okay. It's now I gotta get back into mama. Kaya, it's okay. It's unknown. That's why you feeling like this and all the stuff that happened. But it's okay. You will be fine. Once you get past your first week or two, get you a routine in place and going, you will be okay. You just stay prayed up, you stay positive, and you stay focused. She's like, no, I'm going home. I'm not staying here. This is nothing. If I don't follow the signs that's been given to me, this is God telling me that I am not supposed to be here, that I did not make the right choice. I don't even feel confident enough in them no more because I feel like they lied to me about the whole Roy thing. So she is just boohoo crying and going through all the reasons why she getting her ass back in the car with me and she's going home. And I'm like, no, you're not. You gonna stay here. You gonna try. You gonna put your all into it, and you gonna be okay. And I said, and in a couple weeks, you gonna look back on this, and you gonna laugh, and you gonna be like, I really thought about going home. Lord, all the stuff that happened to us, and I can't believe it. Look at me now, enjoying it. Da 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 da. She said, no, I'm not doing it. So I'm like, I see you in a little bit. I'm finna bring you some Starbucks. We finna do this parking thing, and we gon' I ain't even mentioned to her, and I'm checking out, and I'm going to fuck home because I wasn't even gonna check out then, but I was ready to go home. The freak home, okay? On top of Rosa Parks had a basketball event today. Now, originally, I was going to miss the basketball event, but I'm like, I'm not gonna do this to Rosa either because we done already been through enough shit. I'm going to, and I don't want to be here. I'm going to fuck home. God did not bring y'all that far not to see you through. You better say it, Lil Breezy, and that's what I was telling her too. So I get to Starbucks, head over to her dorm, her face, her eyes all puffy, and she crying. Now at this point, the roommate is there, and a couple more people that's in the same apartment with her is there. So I introduced myself to them. Now keep them, they know each other, but they don't know each other. And this is one thing the coach did that I like. She had them already start bonding with each other. They were required to do 2 team calls a week. They have a team group chat. They had to get on FaceTime with each other, and they had to Zoom like doing conditioning and workouts. So they know each other. They hadn't all physically met, and she met them one time during her visit with them, but they knew each other. So when they hugging, like, hey, Kaya, glad you here. Da 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 da. The one girl like, Kaya, what is with this face? Nah, it's gonna be okay. You know, one of the girls from California, and the one that was directly in the room with her is from Africa. So I start asking them like, so well, how did y'all adjust? Because she, you know, she having a really hard time. I think she gonna be fine, but she's never been away from home. She having a hard time. And so the one girl from California was just saying, she was like, I was just like this when I first came. And I'm thinking this is gonna help Kaya to feel, you know, let her know that it's gonna be okay. So the girl telling her like, you know, I was just like you. I was so freaking homesick. I'm coming from where I'm coming from, and then to come here, being around all these black people, and you know, I was scared. She like, I wanted to quit so many times, but my mama was like, you pushing through this, you know, you'll be okay, whatever. And she like, and I'm so glad that I stayed. Like, I love my teammates. I love them. You know, like you know, it's hard. She work us to death, but just the relationships we build. And she like, and I look forward to going home in the summer. She said, but I don't never stay the whole summer. This is second year that I didn't stay the whole summer because I was ready to get back to school. And you know what, I got a job here. You know, so basically the life she done built for her in college, she couldn't wait to get back to it. Then the other roommate, she was telling her that she came to the United States in 2019, but she has not physically seen her parents that's in Africa since 2021. And she like, and it's so hard for me, but they make me feel like I'm a part of the family here. You know, so she like, so when I FaceTime my mom and I talk to her, and you know, I send stuff back home to them or whatever, and she said, and hopefully they can make it for my graduation because she's a senior. And they was just giving her words of encouragement, and you know, telling her, you know, basically like what you feeling is not only something you going through. We all went through it, and this is how we did it. This how we adjust to things, and you know, whatever. So I'm thinking that was gonna be enough for her. That will help her and let her know that you know, it's these are normal feelings and everything is okay. So the one girl asked her, like, hey, you want to go get something to eat? We finna go to the cafe and, get something to eat. So I told her, I'm like, go ahead. I'll see you, later. I'll just do the parking thing and I'll see you later. Go ahead with them. She go. She's not even gone 30 minutes and she's texting me because she's crying. She had to go into the bathroom to cry. The girl is really fucking losing it, y'all. That's the moral of the story. She's losing it. And she's going to make herself sick. And today, okay, I left yesterday and I drove the entire day, made it home last night. But I left yesterday. Before I left there, y'all, she had me questioning if I was a good mother or not. Because I was like, I'm really fucking leaving my baby in this condition. And I mean the condition that she was in. Nakaya had a nervous fucking breakdown, y'all. She had a freaking panic attack to the point where how hard she's crying and gasping for fucking air. Me and her daddy and Lil Rosa Parks is out there in the fucking parking lot, boo-hoo crying with her, y'all. Trying to get her to calm down, giving her water, splashing her with water. Like she had a whole nervous fucking breakdown. I can't do this. You cannot leave me. I cannot stay here. I need to go home. This is not the place for me. All this stuff was happening. If I gotta be this far away from home to play basketball, then I don't. Y'all give me a minute. Just reliving that moment with my baby yesterday, y'all. That shit took me down. Do y'all understand me? That took me the fuck down. She made herself so freaking sick. She made herself so sick yesterday, y'all. Mm-mm-mm-mm. The hardest thing I did was leaving her yesterday because of how she was feeling. Because of how she was feeling, it was so fucking hard for me to leave her. But I knew I could not bring her home because she will regret this shit for the rest of her life if she leave. But as a mother, fucked me up, y'all. Fucked me up. This girl still ain't ate from Thursday. She still haven't even eaten nothing. Every time she said every time she try to eat, she throw up. This is just how bad she's letting her nerves get the best of her. So knowing that I'm all these fucking miles away and I still left her there the way she was feeling. But in my mind, I'm trying to be okay with it because I know once she get herself a routine and try to interact and do things that she will be okay. I know she's gonna be okay. But the flip side to me is like, you was not supposed to fucking leave, Candace. You should have stayed there till you knew she was okay. I see you love Breezy. Did you tell the coach? Yes. The coach came. The coach came to her. And the coaches, two of the coaches came. And they was just like, Kaya, we got you. You know, let's pray. Whatever we can do, we are here. You gonna be okay. They was reaching out to counselors on the at the school to have a conversation with her. Like, what you feeling is normal. Everybody feels it. Everybody go through it. You just got to be strong enough to get through it. You gonna be okay, whatever. And oh my goodness, y'all, give me a second. I'm so sorry, y'all. I did not mean to do this shit, but just reliving that moment with her yesterday, man, that shit was so hard. But the coaches did come. They did reach out and try to help her speak with a counselor to just to help her process what she was feeling and what she was going through, and to let her know that just to let her know that it's normal what you feeling. You've never been away from home. Everybody has gone through these feelings, but the coach did say, like, I never had a player go through it this bad, like she's going through it. So that's what made her reach out to counselors for her to talk to them. And then so when I talked to her my entire ride home. The teammates coming in back and forth throughout the day, like, come on, Kaya, let's go shoot around. All right, we finna go to the gym, because that's her safe space, the gym, basketball, all that. So they trying to get her out of safe, get her into some type of safe space and whatever. They were really good with her. They was really good, from what I feel, in trying to get her comfortable, try to get her adjusted. But she end up, when I say everybody was calling her and talking to her, both of her grandmas, it's something about a praying grandmother. Thank God for my mama and thank God for my mother-in-law. They got on that phone, on that FaceTime with her. They did a group prayer session with her, praying over her, just re-encouraging her and talking her through a lot of this, her feelings with this. And just everybody, her coaches from her last school, the people, her coaches that she's still close to from previous schools, everybody just was reaching out, talking to her, and just telling her, because in Kaya's mind, Kaya is coming home. She's not staying here. That's where she's at in her head, even up until this morning when I talked to her, y'all. But one thing we agreed, and what I'm hoping happens, I told her that I feel like, because all of the stuff that happened, for one, she's allowing that to overcome her. She's allowing that to take away from all the positive things that she felt and that she thought about the school and the team and all of that. And you praying and you doing your Bible study and all that, but you also flooding yourself with negativity, so they can't crossing each other out. So we agreed last night when we ended our phone call, we did a prayer, we talked, we did everything, and we agreed that from today forward, because like I told her, in your mind yesterday, you knew I was leaving. So that's why you had such a heart and you broke down the way you do, because reality finally set in that you really here by yourself, and my mama and them going back home. So that's why yesterday was so hard for you. You already knew I was leaving. I said, but tomorrow's a new day, a fresh start. You there? What I want you to do is set a goal. Tomorrow, y'all got to help with the other move-ins as a team. That's their community service. They got to help other people move in today. You get up in the morning, you do your prayer, you do your Bible study, and you go and do that move in, and you remain positive. Don't have no negative thoughts, all positive thoughts. You interact, you just be Kaya and start every day. Get your routine going in, but no more negative thoughts, no thoughts on what happened on the way here, none of that stuff going forward. So that's what we agreed to do today. Now, I called her first this morning and she didn't answer. She sent me a text and she was like, "Hey, we out doing a move in," and her text sounded so upbeat and stuff. So I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, have fun. Call me later, whatever. I was just checking on you, see how you starting your day off or whatever." And she's texting me. She like, "My mind's made up. I'm coming home." I didn't respond to that part. So the next part, I text her and I was like, what you eat today? What y'all doing after this? That's what I text her. And then she's like, um, I didn't eat anything. The last time I tried to eat something, I threw it up. And she's like, after this, I'm gonna take a shower and we supposed to play a game of pickup ball this evening. So I responded to that part of it, the pickup ball and all that, like, cause I'm not trying to indulge in any of her negative responses that she giving me. I'm trying to just stay positive and focused. I'm like, oh, okay, pickup ball, that's gonna be fun. Who all there? Y'all gonna be on teams, like, whatever. I'm asking questions about that. And she like, Mom, can you please be okay with my decision to come home? I said, Kaya, we discussed this. We talked about this yesterday. I will not tell you it's okay to come home. If you come home, you will be making the biggest mistake of your life. That I'm going to tell you. You will regret this for the rest of your life. I said, we agreed yesterday that you was going to at least give it your all for the next 30 days and really try to get yourself involved, adjust, and enjoy what you got going on. And then we'll revisit this conversation then. I said, so we're not going to talk about no negatives, no nothing about coming home. I want you to do exactly what we agreed on yesterday. And I will talk to you later. So that's why when I was live, she just call me. So I'll call her back later and see what she's talking about. But I don't want nobody else to feed into the come home or what Kaya this, that. Don't do none of that. We want to just stay positive, help her to, because I really believe in my heart, y'all, that if she go and get her a routine about herself, get to the same stuff that she's been doing here, that she will be the freak okay. After my beautiful Candace Boo, hey, hey Leslie, hey, God will send a multitude of help. I know that's right, Jackie. I just don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to say. I've said everything to her, not just as a mother should say to her. I'm not gonna coddle her in this decision with this whole thing because I know these first and foremost, these people went all in on this girl. Everything that she thought would be a downside or a negative or whatever all turned around in the right after it happened. Everything played out the way she wanted it to play out. This is everything she asked for, everything she wanted in life. And they say you got to be careful what you ask for. But we prepared for that too. Because even before she got to this point, I said, you pray to God and you make it plain. All your wants, all everything, you just make it plain to God. But when you praying for these things, you also pray for to be able to handle just everything that God gives you that you asking for. So we talked about all this, y'all. That's why I don't understand. Like, I get being homesick. I get feeling like you so far away. I just don't understand the lengths in which this girl is going right now. She is really having a hard time. I thought it would be me, but it's her. She's having the fucking hardest time. Just she said she cried herself to sleep last night too. I don't know what else. I think I've said everything I can possibly say to her. Everybody has said, everything they could. I don't know what else to do and or to say. I really don't. Yeah, she has to give it time. You're awesome, mom and G Ma Leslie. This girl had me doubting yesterday, baby. I'm telling you, cause I felt the whole. Even her dad, while we driving back, he crying too. Like you gotta leave her there, Candace. You can't. You cannot, Candace. You don't know. You doing the right thing, But as he's crying, we crying because that's how bad she was when we left, y'all. That's how bad she was. I just don't know what else to say or do. And I'm praying to God that, at the end of the day, that something changes. I prayed last night that God change her thought process, change her heart on this situation, and that God just gives her the peace and comfort that she needs to make it through this. And I'm just praying that it turns around and that the next time I talk to her, that she's telling me about, and that's one of the goals I gave her. Every day I want you to tell me something different you did and what you liked about it. So I'm just praying that it turns around, her feelings change, and because she has a huge opportunity right here in front of her. And I don't want her to miss the experience she's because of how she's feeling. And she gonna regret it. We all know she gonna regret it. And you're not gonna be able to go back and change it. Look, I done got all emotional and stuff, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. And I'm gonna call Kaya. I'm gonna get out of here and I'm gonna call her and I'm gonna talk to her, see how her move in, helping with the move in went, see what else she got on her agenda, trying so hard to keep her positive and stay upbeat. Um, Let me see. How did she do when she went to the last college? Well, she was fine. She barely came and spent the night home with me. I had to pull, it was like pulling teeth to get her to come spend the night home. She'll come home, have dinner and all that stuff, but she couldn't wait to get back to her apartment in her own space. But, Love Breezy, it was an hour away. So she can pop up anytime to me. She can come home and wash. She can come home and eat or just come and get in the bed. She can come hang out with my niece and stuff. And my niece, Lord have mercy, she been breaking down too. And I keep telling them, like, y'all act like the girl going to prison or dead or something. Like, she's gone to school. Like, you could go visit her. She could come visit you. Like, what the hell? So she, like I said, it was only an hour away. So that was the difference. She was able to still interact and be at home and do this and whatever. She ain't an hour away no more. I mean, she that's the flight away, and the flight is only an hour and a half. It's a nice little drive, but it's a drive. She can get home if she need to get home. And so that's why she's having such a hard time. And for her, this girl has loved basketball since the day she put a ball in her hand. Like, eat, sleep, shit, basketball. And she like, to play a game I love is not supposed to be this hard. My chest, she was saying how her chest is so tight. She like, I'll give up basketball. I shouldn't have to go so far away to play something that I love. You chose this. Like, that's why everybody's so confused. Like, you chose it. She was actually going to be further. If she went with the first option, she was going to be further. So it's like, I pray to God that God just changes her whole mindset with what's going on. I pray she gets herself, I don't know what else to do, y'all. I feel like I've said everything possible that I can say, that I can, with reassuring her, with spiritually guiding her. Like, I don't know what else to say or do. I'm still gonna not entertain when she's, try to communicate about coming home or whatever. I'm not gonna even indulge in that part with her. But I don't know what else to possibly say or do. At the end of the day, the decision is hers. She'll be 21. Decision is hers. But I pray to God that she that she don't come home and miss out on the opportunity and her desires. I just pray she don't. But y'all keep us lifted in prayer. Keep my baby lifted in prayer. On this journey, whichever way it turns out, I just pray for the best. Um, and I'ma just keep trying and keep motivating her. That's all I can really do. Hey, Gamma. Hey, call us back with an update. You know how that go. I'll tell y'all I'm coming back. Look, Keisha B say now we all emotional. Girl, Kaya done did this to all us. And I don't know what and that's one of the hardest parts. Like I say, when people be like, when them kids turn 18 and they get out of our house, no. This is the hardest part of parenting. I've had more issues, more stuck moments with my adult children than I have with my 11-year-old daughter. These adult children need us in ways that I'm not really equipped to assist her with yet.
I'm not equipped to handle. I'm going through it as we go through it and trying to find the best remedies and solutions, and but the way that these adults need us, man, take me back to the days when they was little babies, when they was 11 and younger. The adulting, the parenting the adults is so fucking hard. It is hard. How far is the school from where you live now? It's a distance. I ain't gonna say exactly where, but it's more than 5 hours. It's more than 5 hours, and it's not Minnesota. I know you thinking because Minnesota from Chicago. It's not that way. It's not that way at all. It's south. She in the south, but it's more than 5 hours away. Um, Jackie said this is an opportunity for a lifetime, exactly, that she needs to hold on to. I agree. I'm feeling like I know them personally. You do know us personally. So you tell Kaya, girl, you got this. You go in prayer, you stay in prayer, and you will be okay. T Hall said there's nothing else you can do or say. It's up to her to push through. She'll be fine. I believe she will, but I need her to know she'll be okay. Lawanda said if she makes it in the WNBA, she will be traveling far. Often praying for her. Thank you so much. And then y'all know she didn't want to play in the WNBA. That wasn't her future dreams. She wanted to go to play overseas. And I said that to her yesterday. I said, Kaya, you talking about playing professional ball overseas and you can't make it here? You ain't, how you think you gonna make it overseas? See, I can get to you now. You can get to me. I can send you a flight home at the drop of a dime. It'll be nothing to book you a flight or me to book a flight and come to you. You know I can't really get to you overseas, right? It's a different type of process. She like, no, I'm not. I don't want to play overseas. I don't want to play away. I don't want. I'm at the point where I don't want to play. So, I don't know, Lawanda. Y'all just pray for me. Y'all just, that's all I'm asking. By the way, Candace, you better not talk about nobody else being behind on their chat. Keisha, I wasn't even looking at the chat. I was so emotional and trying to talk through fucking tears and trying to keep y'all from knowing that I was back here crying in the first damn place. I wasn't even looking at the chat because I was crying and reliving that moment with her and how she like that girl holding on to her chest, gasping for fucking air, crying. Like that's how she had a whole attack yesterday. It was, I've never seen no shit like that with her in my life. Never, never seen nothing like that. Um, and she had us all in there. She had us all boo-hoo fucking crying and me questioning my life at that moment. Like, am I doing the right thing by even leaving my baby here? And she feeling like this and she's going through these feelings and these emotions. 23816. I'm almost scared to call her back, y'all, because I don't want her to be crying and all that stuff. But I'm gonna call her back and see how she doing. Praying for you both. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Candace, you ain't seen nothing yet. Kids are something else. Man, listen. Overseas is far. Bless her heart. That's what I'm trying to say. Gamma said it's hard for young adults to see into the future to see the end results. They live in the now. It's understandable, but she will be good. I pray she'll be okay. And I pray she don't blow this opportunity for herself and just feel like she just can't take it and come home. And then they also make me kind of feel bad. Like, damn, did I shelter this girl to death? Like that she can't even cope with freaking being hours away from home and being, like, and I had to tell her too. She like, I just need you, when she was doing all this, when I was getting ready to leave, like, I just need you to be okay with my decision and all that. Like, I'll never be okay with something that I know is gonna negatively affect you in the future. I know for a fact you're gonna regret it if you do leave, Kaya. I'm not gonna agree with you on that. Do I want you to be away from home? Hell, if I could have it, I'll move here with you. But that's not life and that's not reality. And I was telling her, I said, you're gonna do a lot of stuff in life that, whether it's gonna be a lot of shit you do that I'm not going to agree with, that I'm not gonna understand. But also at the end of the day, I live my life. You have to live yours. You have to do what as an adult, because you're an adult now, you got to live your life. But I'm telling you, if you ain't heard me tell you nothing else, this will be one of the biggest mistakes you ever make of your life if you don't try to go through this experience. And I again had to let her know, like, you understand that I'm not gonna be here forever. I'm not gonna be around forever. I'm going to die one day. You need to be okay. Because her grandma was, and what made me say this is because when her grandma was talking to her before they start praying, her grandma was like, well, Kaya, what is it that's making you feel so overwhelmed and like you can't do? Because that's all she kept saying, like, I can't, I thought I could, but I can't. And so she was like, leaving my mama. I cannot be this far from my mama. So that's what made me even tell her, like, Kaya, I'm not going to live forever. I'm not going to be here forever. You have to live your life for you. I lived mine. I made my choices. I made my decisions in life. I chose my path, my own journey. You got to choose yours. And you have to be okay with your decisions that you make in life. And if God forbid, if I'm dead and gone, you just live with the tools and the knowledge that I gave you, and you be the best you that you can be. But you can't make no decisions based off mama. And I don't want to be away from her, because one day you gonna be the fuck away from me. Y'all, it was just, when I tell you, and I'm just giving y'all as much as I can cram into this live, but it was so much. And that's why I'm telling y'all, she had me rethinking my life as a fucking parent and me leaving her because of the things that she was saying. Like, that girl had a fucking nervous breakdown, y'all. Tip World Talk. Hey, my boo. Hey, girl. Hey, happy Saturday, girl. We done been in here crying and all this stuff. Now I'm about to get on up out of here. Um, Let me see. Yes, I remember you told us she wanted to play overseas. Yeah. Sheila said, I have a question. Why do you use so many filters on your pictures? Because I can do what I want to do, but I ain't gonna let you interrupt my day like that. You have a blessed day, Sheila. Um, Let me see. Lisa said, please keep us updated. Just come on once a week. I ain't gonna promise once a week, but I would definitely keep y'all updated. Did she leave a love interest behind? She might be missing somebody. No, she did not. She just, I think she again, just the initial trying to the initial feelings that everybody feel when they go away from school, from home for school for the first time. That's all I think it is. She just nervous. She's scared, the unknown, and and again having that comfort behind her that I can just go to one of my grandma's house if I'm having a rough day, or my mama house, or I can just go home for Sunday dinner, and now not being able to do that. I really think that's all it is. I really think it homesick, exactly it. That's it. But I know that if she give herself a chance and she give it a chance, she'll be okay. I really feel that way. I know for a fact she will feel that way. I just wish she give herself that opportunity though. That's the thing. Don't update us at the end of the school year. Now you know it'll definitely be before the end of the dying school year. I'll keep y'all updated on that. I gotta update y'all too on my niece, but I've been here too long already, and I ain't finna let Sheila, if I'm so boring, baby, you don't have to be here. You know how you can click on those three dots and remove yourself or do not recommend me on your feed? You have the option to do all that, but instead you chose to bring your unimportant, uninteresting ass in my live and leave comments that you don't even have to leave. Baby, go find you something to do in life. It is Saturday. It's still summertime in the shy. Go find you something fucking productive to do with your time, baby. That's all you got to do. You ain't got to worry about me, my boring lies, my conversation. You could go find you somebody else to talk to and listen to, baby. That's it. So you go find you something to do. Have a good day. But that's it, y'all. I'm gonna try to keep y'all updated on her and her journey, and y'all just keep us in y'all prayers. Keep me in your prayers. I already looked at the flights trying to see when I can try to go visit her for a weekend. I'm kind of scared to do that too, though, because then I don't want her to be like, oh, I'm coming back with you. I think I really just need to give her the space and the time to get herself adjusted. They schedule with basketball will pick up next week, and she should be okay after that. hopefully. Um, but y'all keep us in prayer. That's really all. You are nothing without the Raw Squad. Girl, let me tell you, I don't need a squad behind me to nothing. I come on here and talk because I want to when I feel like it. You clearly ain't nothing without a Raw Squad or anybody else, honey. You need people. I don't need to be validated by nobody, no fucking squad, no internet people, no nothing. If I don't feel like hitting a live button, I won't hit a live button. If I don't feel like going to no chats, I don't go in no chats. You need somebody to feel like you belong somewhere, baby. I don't need nobody. I came in this fucking world by myself, and guess what? I'm gonna lead this motherfucker by myself. Before there was a Ross, before there was a squad, before there was any motherfucking body. Now I don't got nothing against them people, and you ain't gonna have make me have nothing against them people. Go find you something to do and find somewhere safe to play before I cuss your motherfucking ass out real politely today, Sheila. Now that's your last fucking warning from me. I'm trying to tell you. Thank you so much, Tip Girl, for that 199. I sure enough appreciate you. I normally don't comment on the chat, but Sheila, you are wrong. She need to get her fucking life. It's Saturday and she ain't got nothing to do but try to come on my chat and troll me. That's how you know she's a nothing and a no fucking body, because I'm so unfucking involved and unbothered with YouTube. Nobody should take their time out to fucking troll me. You know, I'm the wrong one to troll. Cause I don't give a fuck one way or another about no bitch on the internet. I'm the wrong one to troll. So Sheila really wasted her goddamn time. She crazy, y'all. Y'all know how these people is though. But anywho, pray for us, y'all. Thank y'all for coming in and listening to me rant. Sheila tripping. Who is you? Girl, we don't know who Sheila is. Sheila ain't nobody. This is the most attention she got just by me reading her fucking comments, girl. Look, y'all. Thank y'all for listening to me rant. Y'all let me get emotional and all that real quick. I don't think I ever got emotional on the live before. Y'all listen to me get emotional. Y'all, I'm open for any tips that y'all got for me and helping me navigate through this with this here girl. Any words of encouragement that y'all got for me to give her, any just anything that worked for y'all, because I know a lot of y'all had kids that went off to school as well, and how y'all was able to get through it and keep them focused and keep them on the right path. And a squad has nothing against you, kid. Girl, I already know that mess. I ain't think about that girl Sheila. Sheila could go find her something to do, go run in the street and get hit by a car, Sheila. But anyway, any advice, we ain't gonna give Sheila no more time, because that's what she wants. Any advice that y'all have for me, for her, anything, I'm open to it, y'all. Let's pray that Kaya just give this opportunity a chance, that she go through everything that God has set in place for her, and that she get herself comfortable and she relax, just breathe, calm down, and enjoy it, y'all. I'll keep y'all as updated as I can. I don't know, I'm gonna try. I don't know when I can or when I will try to come back and tell y'all the update on my the niece that live with me, and more updates on Kaya, y'all. But this is so hard. I don't know how y'all parents do it, but this is so hard. It's so freaking hard, especially when they're adults. And you know how we as parents want to take all our kids' problems from them and just handle it. And I want to step in her shoes so bad, but I can't. I gotta let her go through this, y'all. So I need y'all to keep me going as well. So any comments, any encouraging words, any constructive feedback, whatever, I am open to it, y'all. Thank y'all for coming in here to listen to me. If y'all didn't hit the like button for me going out. Thank y'all so much. Everybody, y'all have a blessed Saturday on purpose.